Okay, this is a recap for March 25th, 2024. So heading into the open, we had this balance where the market had broken down out of it an overnight and then consolidated on the lows, and heading into the open, we were breaking again, making it look like we might have had a failed breakout here. But the market did get exhausted into this breakout, which was an important area around 35, 36. And there was a good exhaustion. There were a lot of things against this: the daytime frame bias, the intermediate term bias. The overall picture is against it, and if this is a failed breakdown pattern, then that's sort of against it too. But given how far the market had come and the gap down, I felt like this still could be a good trade. I entered around 35, and I was only looking for a move. High odds target was 47, and then I think last target was 51. I could take the whole thing at 47. So got my first scale at 40, and then the market just continued lower and took me out. And then after that, there was this pullback, which was sort of in line with the sort of initiative kind of activity, and with this broken zone, but this just seemed really aggressive, and it did kind of go with a lot of stuff. It went with the daytime frame bias and the other biases in the pattern that I was trading against before, but big earnings after the close and big range to the downside, big gap. It just seemed very aggressive. And then the IB was put in. Market had a nice breakout here, and then traveled up into this important zone, but by this time it's 1 o'clock. The earnings are after the close, and Meta is gapping down 15% and maybe rallying. I don't really know what it's doing, but I know that it's acting crazy. You got big tech earnings after the close, and so I'm not trading this. I'm just waiting for the news and the craziness to stop. I mean, this is a valid setup here to trade, but given the overall environment and the picture of what might be coming after the close, I just didn't feel like it was worth it to get involved here in the afternoon, and so I just had the one trade, which ended up being about a half an hour loss. And now overnight we had a big breakout from this breakdown area now, and I think that these two zones are going to matter as far as what happens, and if we can stay above these two zones, then maybe the market breaks out and tries to go higher. Right now it's back at the top of the range and exhausted into the top of the range, so we'll see how it retraces overnight and if it holds strong, but breaking below this 64 would be, I think, a pretty bearish indication, and maybe that could produce some liquidation, or we just hold strong, we balance here, and then we try and break out.